The lands of the living and the dead have come together in an event called the Death Stranding, creating a world where if you die, your body explodes like a nuke, and you turn into an invisible hand demon known as a BT, murdering and covering whatever living creature you can find in black goop. The only way to stop this is to burn the body before it explodes. Also, the ring makes you old. You are Norman Reedus, Sam Porter, doer of push-ups and drinker of room temperature monster energy. Making a routine delivery before helping some corpse delivery guy deliver a dead body to a local incinerator. You're attacked by BTs, giving your chest baby, and the body you were transporting explodes and kills everybody. Luckily, Sam is a repatriate, people whose souls go to a place called the Seam when they die, allowing them to come back to life by swimming towards their body in a giant swimming pool. Also, if you are confused on what chest babies are, they are underdeveloped fetuses ripped from the wombs of comatose pregnant women who have a connection to both the living and the dead, giving their baby a connection to both the living and the dead. And when you connect to the baby, you gain that connection to both the living and the dead, gaining the ability to detect the invisible hand demons. You're picked up by Guillermo del Toro, aka Dead Man, and you get sent to see your mom, Bridget Strand, President of the Cities of America, accompanied by her right-hand man, Die Hard Man. Her dying wishes for you to go to the West, to turn on the Cairo Network, aka the Internet, for all of America, and save your unaging immortal sister Amelie from anarchist super terrorists who are holding her hostage in Edge Knot City at the edge of the Pacific. She dies of cancer, and you begin your journey to the West. As you turn on internet router after internet router, you begin having visions of Mads Mikkelsen from the perspective of a baby in a pod every time you connect to your chest baby. You also meet Fragile, disgraced CEO of Fragile Express, tricked into delivering a nuke by her former partner, Higgs, current leader of the super terrorists and hostage holder of Amelie. After making everybody like Fragile again by turning on the internet, she tells you that she has teleporty powers by using her beach, a personal purgatory that everybody has when they die. During your 35-hour walk to the end of the game, you learn Mads Mikkelsen is Cliff Unger, former Special Forces captain who entrusted his comatose wife in the care of the US government, only to find out that they've been using his wife and child to research the creation of bridge babies, aka your chest baby, and he dies trying to save his baby. As you finally make your way to Edge Knot City where Amelie is held, Higgs teleports Amelie to his beach where you promptly punch him in the face and rescue Amelie. But wait, plot twist, it turns out Higgs was working for Amelie the whole time, and her kidnapping was an elaborate ploy to trick Sam into turning on America's internet, making America whole again. Amelie is actually behind everything in the game. She's the cause of the Death Stranding, BTs flooding into the world, and the creation of beaches. Every beach is connected to and branches out from hers. When you are teleported to her beach by Fragile, she explains that she's an extinction entity. In the world's history, there have been 5 major extinction events brought on by a single extinction entity for each one. She is the bringer of the 6th and final extinction to eradicate all life in an event called the Last Stranding that will begin from her beach. The entire reason she wanted you to turn on the internet for America was because she believed that by combining humanity's knowledge, it would enable her to learn more about extinction entities and hopefully stop the Last Stranding. However, because you took too long, she gets annoyed and starts the Last Stranding anyway. She hands you a gun and gives you two choices. Shoot her in the face in an attempt to stop the last stranding, or sit down at the beach and watch the universe explode together. It turns out this was just a test, and what you're actually supposed to do is walk up to her and press R2. She decides that the only way to save everybody is to cut off her connection to everyone's beaches and isolate herself from everyone.
Shut myself in and the rest of you out.
You also learn that she and your mom are the same person. A surgery performed on her splits her soul and body. Her soul remains on her beach, while her body stays in the physical world, aging and getting stage 4 cancer. Amelie cuts herself off from the world, and Die Hard Man becomes the new president of the United States. Cities of America. In the final 2-hour-long cutscene, after the end of the game, where your baby dies, you are sent to the incinerator alone to burn the body before it explodes. You experience one final vision of Mads Mikkelsen, aka Cliff Unger, where you learn that he is in fact your father. And you weren't experiencing memories of your baby, but rather they were your own memories. It turns out that Sam was actually the first successful baby. Cliff attempts to break baby Sam out of the facility after learning the hospital doesn't plan on saving his wife or letting his son go. He puts his wife down and dies trying to save baby Sam. In the crossfire, Sam also dies, to which Amelie/Bridget brings Sam back to life, which is apparently one of her powers as an extinction entity. Said revival renders Sam useless as a bridge baby.
His days as a BB are over.
And she decides to raise him as her own son. At the very end of the game, Sam takes his chest baby out of its pod for the very first time, and it turns out your chest baby is in fact not dead. Sam runs away from the UCA and raises his child in solitude, naming her Louise. Also, BB is a girl. The end.